Welcome everyone to another video on our Bryan Fundamentals series where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. Today's video was supposed to be recorded on Thursday, but I actually had a bit of a bout of food poisoning after my traveling, so we're going to be doing this on Saturday because I think we've reached kind of the extent of the Feng punishment that we can do without labbing his backturn scenario. And y'all been seeing me labbing Feng's punishment now between matches for a while at this point, I'm presuming. And backturn is a pretty important part of this offense, and while it is important to know the backturn moves that can come out and which are punishable and whatnot, the other important bit around this backturn situation is just being able to understand if there's any other movement options that we have available to us. So I will be perfectly honest and start by saying that I do not know what the answers to these scenarios are going to be yet. So we are going to be doing it live, and this is kind of homework that Peter gave me initially when we started labbing Feng. So for starters, we'll just get right into it. I have my notes on the side. The thing that I want to check and do, we will go into his backturn moves in a second, but the thing that we want to go into first is figuring out which of these moves end in backturn, right? So that's the first bit that we need to check into. So by doing that, you just kind of go through here, and we're going to find the ones that say basically whatever, like, you know, hold back or whatever to face backwards, right? So let's start with some of these. So for example, we have 1, 2, 2, back is I'm guessing the input there. And then this one says to cancel and face backwards. So this is 2, 2, 4, 1, back. 3, 3, 4 is a pretty common one. 3, 4, I'm going to do it. I like to input these like this. 3, 4, which just means you plink it very quickly. 3, 4, 3, back. This is forward, 3, back. And I'll say forward, 3, 4 here as the extension. 4, 3, 4, forward, 3. Oh wait, forward, 4, 3, back. Forward, 4, 4, or forward, 4. Wait, forward, 4, 3, or forward, 4, 4. That's what it is, man. I am blind today. Sorry, y'all. 4, 4, back. I think that one we see a lot, if that's what I think it is. Shift to deceptive step is my guess is Kempo. We'll see. Do we have any others? Back towards opponent. I think this is just saying that let's see. I think this is saying that we can only do this with our back towards the opponent is my guess. That's almost all of them. I guess we have full crouch, down forward 3, 4, and this one, or down forward 3 back, and it's full crouch down forward 3, 4. This one has an option select with it though. Cool. And I think these are our back turn moves. And then finally, shifting clouds 2, which I'm guessing is a SC, is what we call that. Has a SC2B. That might be it. Cool. That's all of them. And then for the back turn moves, I'll go ahead and put them on the screen here. I also have my notes as well, but we'll make a little back turn section. Back turn, we have 1, 2, 3, 1. Sorry, let's make these a little bit less ugly to look at. 1, 2, 3, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2, down 1, down 3. So not actually that big of a list, as you can see, right? So this is the start, and from here, The main thing that we want to check in, the first thing that I could start by talking about is the different back turn situations. So let's go ahead, the back turn moves now that we have all of these, and just like kind of go through them, right? So you can enter back turn, I believe, by, what is the back turn input? I actually don't know how to manually enter back turn. We can just do 3-3, 3-3-4 back, probably, like this. So, oops. So the first one is back turn 1. So you got this. Then you have back turn 2, which has just a single 2. But I think in heat, this one might have like I don't know what's up with this one, but I think it's just 2. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1 plus 2, down 1, down 3. 2, 3, 1 plus 2, down 1, 2, 3. And then what about down 3? Oh, he has that, right. That's on there, right? Oh, 2, 3. He has a throw. So he can do, technically he can do this 2 plus 3 throw as well from here. That's the one that I was missing. Okay. 3 throw. Okay. So now let's get the back turn 2. Jeez. So you have to, for those that are trying to replicate this, you have to press the just 3, 3 and 3, 3, 4, and then you press back. So you have to wait till the 4 is about to come out. Like that, basically. Now we have 3. Jeez. Jeez. And we're not going to be mixing all of these, so it's fine that there's a bunch of delays between these. Okay. That one I think is a very loopable one. And we'll start this from the 3-3-4 situation because this is a pretty common setup. So what I don't have my input turned on, but what's happening is I'm doing 3-3-4 and I'm holding back before the 4 even comes out. But then if I do it too slow, it doesn't come out either. Let's try one more time. So you really have to wait. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna manually talk through what my timing is as I do back. 4-4-3, back. Kind of like that. 4-4-3. Sorry. 4-4-3, back. Okay, so kind of like that. Okay, so I think that's all 6. So let's go through these frames real quick and talk through each of them. So you have this first one. And you'll notice that this is a 12 frame high, and it's -3 on block. So we're going to call this one I-12 high. And I'm not going to worry too much about the frames on block, though we're gonna talk a little bit about like why this move is here. You'll notice that it's +14, so my guess is that he can probably turn this into a free shoulder. So we're gonna just say like free shoulder on hit, which is pretty good. So if we mash incorrectly here, then he can catch us. Okay, next one we have is this move. So this move is 19 frames and it's a mid. So if we try to block it or duck it, the high, we'll get if we try to duck it, then we'll get heat engaged by this. And this is, I believe, a power crush. Yes, it is. It's a power crush. So this is not a very good example because I'm doing it very slowly. But you can see that this is a power crush that's coming out. So 19 frame mid. How's it going, Mello? I-19 mid, Power Crush, Heat Engage. Now let's look at the 3. Oops. Messed it up. Let's just do it again. Jeez, Feng players, how do you do it? There's that one. So this is 32 frames and plus 8. 32 frame mid plus 8. If I duck, which we're just still plus 8. What if I counter hit? Ooh. It's so slow. I need something. There we go. Same frames. Okay. So this is 32 frame mid plus 8. Always plus 8. And then finally we have the 1 plus. Well, next we have the 1 plus 2. This is a bit of loophole. This is like a 16 frame mid. Minus 3. What if I press? Plus 8. And it's a knockdown. So it's got a little bit of a... So it's got a little bit of this counter hit like reward for it. But that's about it. I'm wondering if this... Wow. There's not really anything... Like, even in this situation, you can still press out of it. That's so weird. This is a delay, but this is so weird. Okay. So now let's do down 1. And I'm already seeing some interesting stuff. Like if I counter hit him there when he's back turn. Ooh, shoot. If I counter hit him when he's back turn, I do not get anything from a 4-3. Oh. So let me just try and do the string. Oh, my 4 wasn't coming out at the right timing. That's why. It wasn't my back input. There we go. Cool. This is just a low, a 20 frame low. Plus 4, pretty good. Minus 13. And a pretty good knockdown too. So it's a I-20 low. I-20 low. That's all it is. Okay, and then the last one is his 18 frame sweep. I-18 hell sweep. And I say that because if we're right, yeah. Is this? Nope. Well, we'll see. So, okay, so this is kind of the situation. So now the question becomes, like, what can we do against this kind of pressure, both on hit and on block? And the situation is kind of, and this is where I want to kind of just walk through his different back turn situations and see if the frames differ a little bit, and we have a little bit of a faster way of doing this. It's a hell sweep over snake edge there, Mellow, because it's 18 frames fast. Because it's 18 frames, you can't see it, so you can't react to it. Makes it a hell sweep. That's how I mean, that's just my definition of it, and so how I'm kind of thinking of it. Like, if it's reactable, then you don't actually have to play a guessing game. You can just wait to see it, right? So with that being said, let's now start walking through a couple of these back turn moves. So the thing that's kind of important to remember is that if you can use whatever your command key is, right? With X would be 1. My PC is in Xbox layout right now. So if you just use your 1 button plus whatever your reset button is, you can make the bot block here. So, okay, so this doesn't mean that you're ending the string. Like early, you're just holding back to end back turn or not, right? So the first thing about this move is actually 13 frames, but it is potentially a combo. It doesn't seem like it should be, though. This is one of those few where I'm going to record it because I'm not sure if this is natural or not. It is. So this is his 10 frame. So this is actually important to keep in mind because this is his 10 frame punish. So I believe I can punish. All high as well. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can also duck it. So this is good to know. Oh, that's funny. Look at that. That's kind of wild. I'm never really good at what to do here, but we'll find something out here. But yeah. Something like this. That doesn't even work. Okay, well anyway, we don't need to get super distracted on this. But the point being that you can duck this. Okay. So I'll probably add that to my punish list then, as just like an entry on punish, on just like making sure we're not missing out on these missing out on Jesus, I'm still kind of tired today. Missing out on free damage. So duck last high. Okay. So 1, 2, 2. Cool. So now let's put that in my notes on the side. So the next one we have is 2, 4, 1. This we can probably safely skip, but it's the same frames as the other one. I'm already noticing from the 3+4 situation, where it's -13 if they do the back turn, and it's -2 if they do it on hit. So on block it's -13, and on hit it's -2. This is something we've seen from 3-3-4. This one is, I think, this one's actually +5, which is pretty good, and on block is -11. So this one is, I'm gonna put like +5, BT +5, and then this one is BT -13 -2, and then 3-3-4 is also BT -13 -2. So this one, see, that's -13, and then also -2. So this is such a weird string. Comes out of a jab though. So I could see them actually try to go into this. And then what is the mid on block? -12. 2, 4, 1. So we'll just go ahead and put 2, 4, 1 on here as a -12 punish as well. So we'll have 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, -12. The third high. Okay, cool. So actually, because I actually think I've seen Fangs do this, like trying to like kind of test our reactions here. So okay, it's not -2 when he turns and 13 when he doesn't. It's -2 when he turns on hit, and -13 when he turns on block. So this is on block, right? So he's -9. Now I'm going to turn, and he's -13. And the other one is for on hit. On hit also is pretty good, +2. And then otherwise he goes into -2. So, okay. And then we have 3-4-3, which is this. Okay. What the heck? How do I get the back to come out? How do I get that back to come out? What is this? I've seen this move, but this is a bit of a... This is not really worth freaking out too much about, because I'm pretty sure this is... We're not going to spend too much time on this one, but I'm pretty sure this one you can just block it. So... Oh, 4-3 back to face backwards. Okay, so it's like this. Like that. So there's a bit of a mix-up here. But the idea... That's pretty funny. So when they're like from here, they might do this to try and get in on you, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's talk real quick about this so that everyone else knows too. But if they actually finish it like this is pretty much a... Like, you can just react to this. It's kind of no different than, like, Kazuya doing his jumping hell sweep at you. Hey, don't worry, good to see you. Right? Where you can see this and just block low. Now, the trade-off, of course, being that they can enter back turn on you is, I guess, what I'm learning here. Oops. I didn't do it correct. So, like that. And in that situation, he's -1? That's actually -2? That's pretty cool. I mean, I guess, so they can kind of mix you, I guess. But this is my, this is crouch forcing. What happens if they finish it and I mash 3? My guess is I'll get hit by the sweep, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, it's kind of a forced 50-50. But I will say that the back turn transition, here we can probably just while standing 3 it because of that. And I'm thinking of these frames from his perspective. Alright, so now we have full crouch. No, we have forward back, which is forward 3 or forward 4. So this, which is a pretty good move, is a very good move. You see this used a lot because if you realize this launches, right? So if he's just playing neutral, gotcha, right? And then he can do something, I think, in back turn to like maybe, I don't really know what the pickup is here, but it's something, right? Something like that, right? I don't really know what it is, but either way, the point being is he can pick you up from this situation. He can also do this, which is a -10, and he can also do this, which is sweep. But you don't usually see this happen. Feng's pretty good. Feng is a pretty good character. I think I don't know what the verdict is on him in Tekken 8, but like he's kind of unchanged in this game, and he shines better in this system, but I think other characters probably abuse it better than him, is my, like, gut. But, like, he's like Bryan, where it's like he kind of is relatively unchanged in this game. They just gave him some, like, better tools, and then in this system, he really shines as a result. So I think he's strong, for sure. Definitely strong. With that being said, this is -5 for him on block. So we'll go, I'll just say, on the other one, I'll just say back turn, I guess, this one we'd say like knockdown / force crouch, and this one's back turn launch / -5, right? Yep, -5. And then we have full crouch, down 4-3 back, right? Is that what it is? Nope, that was not what it was. What is it? It is full crouch, down forward, 1? No. Quarter circle forward. I don't remember what it was. Let's find it again. He had a full crouch move that was taking him into back turn. It was full crouch. Which one of these was it? Full crouch, down forward, 4-1. Wow. Okay, totally got that wrong. So down forward 4. So in this situation, this one. This is actually an option select, so like on one hand, we'll still put the information in here, but there's an option select here. So this is, in this situation on block, you'll notice that he can kind of just go under it, but also whether or not you go into the back turn, see your -8. I think it's because of that reason. But you can basically option select it with Bryan's 13 frame punish. But we'll still put the frames in here. So this is, so the back turn situation here is back turn is +3 or -8. -8, option select, I-13 punish. Okay, this is getting a little bit illegible, but we can make things work. And then we finally have, what is this called? Shifting clouds. How do I shifting clouds? How do I shifting clouds? Oh, forward 3 + 4. So this. Wait. That doesn't seem right. Huh. I don't know what he's doing. Let's look at it again. Let's look at the move list again, I mean. Shifting clouds. Forward 3 + 4. Maybe it's after it. Oh. Yeah, wait. So if I go back turn. Yeah, see, I'm back turn here. So you just do it afterwards. Okay. So let's see what are the frames of this. So we have on block -3. It becomes 0. That's pretty sick. And then on hit, knockdown, really good. So kind of irrelevant. So knockdown, okay. Back turn is knockdown, or what we say 0 on hit, on block. Sidestep 2? Oh, you're right, sidestep 2. Okay, let's add that one. Sidestep 2. Thank you. So this is +9 no matter. Oh, it's automatic back turn? It's automatic back turn. Oh, wow, thank you so much, Mello. And then it's +9, and then +3. Okay, cool. All right, so if we kind of go through this list, right, there are some special cases like sidestep 2, which we'll visit later. But in general, there are the moves that are, what do we call it? Cancel moves. So there are a couple cancel strings in here. The first one is 2-4-1, right? And then 3-3-4. And both of these are -2 on hit, -13 on block. So the situation that I want to look into is both. But basically, it's like, what's the best thing we can do here? So for starters, let's start with just like the super basic stuff. If I do 3-3-4 into back turn 1, which is the fastest move he has in this situation, like right like this. So if I set that up correctly, something like this. At the super basic level, I can just 1-2-4, right? We are -13 though. What else can I do? Like, this seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Let's see. I can't sidestep. I can't go to the right. But, wow. But notice how he realigns in the block situation because it's so minus. Like, it's kind of like, why am I even doing this? Now, if I get hit, There, that's better. Maybe on hit, because the frames close up a little bit, now all of a sudden it makes a little more sense to step. And that's pretty good to know. So see, look at that. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's the first thing that I'm thinking about, right? On hit, this is way better. Now, if it's on block, I can call it out. What can I do here? I can do back 4. I can do orbital. 4-3 seems to work, right? Those are all, like, we have a lot to do in those frames. Let's try a few of the other moves too, just to like add more to the, for example, the power crush I think is important to think about. So let's try the power crush. Oops. Oh my gosh. Feng is really weird to play. Something like this, right? That hits me, see that? But you notice that this still works because if he's minus 13, that means his, that means for the purposes of a power crush, which comes out on frame 7 is when it's active. That means, well, regardless, what it means is that his move is 3 frames faster, so it's like he's actually like minus 10, I want to say. There's a reason why this doesn't work, because if, wait a minute, it did work. Never mind. What if I do this? That works too. That's what it is. Okay, so you have to do something. What's something 20 frames from Bryan? Back one? Okay, so that probably exactly works. Right, that's right. Because he's coming out at 7 frames, I'm coming out at 20. So if you minus 13 to that, I think you'll put us both at 20. I think that's, the math is right. So actually the 4-3 does work here on block. So just on block, there's really nothing he can do here to stop us from just like 4-3ing him if we choose to take that route, right? Now on hit, that's a different question because now he can do this. Even that works because he's minus 2, right? Which means he's coming out on frame 7. And we're coming out on frame 10, which makes it 9 versus 10. This makes sense. We could down back 3 here. That seems pretty reasonable. Can you grab both since he's facing away? You can, but it's like a regular hit because if he's pressing an immediate button afterwards... Oh wow, I think that's me though. Notice how he hasn't even done his move yet? Let me see if I can clean up his version too. Let me see if I can get it really clean. Jeez. I'm gonna try. That's the fastest I can do. Wow. I guess if you hard call it out, there's nothing you can do. That's kind of weird. But I get a feeling that I'm just bad right now. Well, we'll see. Wait. Because it's minus 13, you can just do a back turn grab here, probably. Because he's minus 3 in the transition, you can get that grabbing because it's a punish. Hey, Gator, what's up? And put differently, I think the option select here is, since it's minus 13, we can just do a 13 frame punish. And go for something like that. But let's talk about the on hit, because I think the on hit's more interesting. So you notice I can sidestep that. Oh, but I can't go to the right. See that? Oh, I'm sorry, Gator. I was on vacation. Let me see what you sent me. And then I had... Yep, I was definitely traveling. I'm sorry. I will take a look. So I can go to the left. You can grab these on hit, but they're just a regular counter hit, by the way, because he turns back around. So we've seen we can go to the left and right versus the other one, versus the 1. We can only go to the right versus the 2. let's now take a look at, and keep in mind, we're looking at -13, -2, right? So now let's look at, 3 is very slow, but we'll still look at it. I'm kind of more curious about 1 + 2, but we'll get to that in a second. Jeez. Something like this. Let me see if I can get that a little bit cleaner. Okay, so what is going on here? Sure. I was at a bachelor party. Notice how it's so slow? But we have the chance to just back up. Oh wow, so we can actually... We can just like sidestep and hold the block. And it just kind of does that. That's weird. Okay, so sidestep left seems to be working. Sidestep left block seems to be working quite well too. See this? That seems good. This. Wait, I need it to hit me. This one you have to be more of a read, but you can do it. I'm trying to do something like this. One plus 3 and 2 plus 4? Okay, sure. Basically, we're just trying to say that he has throws that can come out of it. Okay. So this can be done on a read, but like still going to the left is making us pretty safe here. So now let's look at 1 plus 2. Okay. And then in this situation, if I go right though, that's scary. So this is his lockdown move. And at -2, what can I do? It's a 16 frame attack, and he's -2. So if he's -2, he's -2. So that means this does beat him out. So maybe this is the best, why does this not counter him correctly? It still counter hits, but he's Backturn. Oh, he's fully Backturn in that. So we're crazy. I don't know. What the heck? Wait, that time it worked. Why? Oh, because of my -13. So that's all I've got on this move. We've got mash. We've got sidestep block. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, I do remember being warned about that, so we'll cover that next option too. So this, okay, so now, let's do down one, we're gonna down 1 and down 3 just to be thorough, and then we'll do a throw, and then we'll do what Gator talked about, which is essentially this situation here, which is very scary to deal with because, yeah, if you mash, you're kind of in trouble, right? So far, I've been pretty satisfied with our defensive options of just moving to the left and blocking, but something to keep in mind, right? So let's see. All right, so we have down 1 and then down 3. I didn't record. So again, I'm not the cleanest Feng player. Hopefully this is fast enough. Okay. On hit, it's kind of irrelevant, I feel like, because we can look into the situation. Ooh, okay. Look at this. Still tracks with me. But if we go to the right, that's interesting. And you have to use this. Interesting. This is really interesting. Okay, so I don't really want to press here, but it's something to keep in mind that he's -2, so we could, like, it is a possibility if they're pressing, but okay. And then finally we have full crouch down 3, right? Down 3, yeah. Not full crouch, but down 3. This one I'm pretty sure is going to track us both ways. Yep. Oh, it does beat us. We can beat it like that. So we can hard call out lows with a 4-3 in both situations, no matter what they pick. Interesting. Okay. Now let's do a throw. I would assume the frames of these are identical. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And they are quite different. Okay, so let's try this. Let's start with that one. What happens if I sidestep? On hit. Okay, so it is command throw. So yeah, in this case, see, 2 doesn't work. Well, I actually didn't check if it did work. 1 worked. 2 worked. What did I use? Let's try again. I did 1 plus 3 there. I pressed 2 here. I pressed 1 here. Pressed 1 plus 2 here. So that was just a regular throw. Oh, 1 plus... But I saw something else before. This is 2 plus 3. One doesn't work. 2 doesn't work. 1 plus 2 works. Okay. But let's see if I can sidestep this. At the end of the day, it's a mix. I want to see if I can step it. That's all good. Yeah, they look the same. I'm just seeing if I can step both. Which I can. That's good to know. And yeah, it's a full mix, so it's like to punish you from blocking. Okay. And then the last thing that we have to look at is we want to look into what was the punish you were using as the example? Because I know Peter mentioned to me before, while standing 3, right? So you do something like, oops, like that. Yeah. So something like this, but I think you can do it longer. Something like that. So let's try. Oh my gosh. Something like this. So let's look at this, right? 1, 2, 4 gets blown up. This weirdly kind of worked. No, it didn't. Yeah. Specifically on hit is what we care about, right? It doesn't really matter when we're minus 13, when we're plus 13. So that's scary. Pretty much everything, right? Maybe if we went with this. Your hard call-out option, right? Maybe you get some really weird situation like that if you really want to get fancy. What the hell? Well, that's pretty good. But the point is that they can just get out of the way and see if you visually confirmed anything, like miss anything, right? Oh, I believe it. Yeah, Feng is the king of stealing turns. You can't catch him with down 4. But what can't down 4 catch, right? So that's actually pretty interesting to keep in mind. It's like if you really want to play it safe, you can do this. The main thing is that we can just sidestep, right? We can, and then be like, oh look, here's a whiff, right? If they're not paying attention, which we should never be assuming. Okay, so what did we learn? Feng's really cool. Feng is really cool. So, Kaiser, you can use forward 3 in some of these situations, for example, but it has to be a call out. So like, for example, in that situation, you get blown up, right? Oh, I'm launched, literally. But a good example of when you might be wanting to use a forward 3 is like the Feng's going for the low here, right? He's going for this low. Notice it catches my sights to the left. Notice that this catches my side step to the left and launches me. In both of these situations, and you don't know, you know they're gonna do it. Let's say you have perfect information, you can forward 3 them, right? For both of these. So as I'm putting together like the RPS of this situation, like if you know they're gonna low in that situation, say it's like a round ending situation or something, but you also don't, or you know they're gonna mash and you don't want to commit to this, and you think maybe they're gonna press any button, right? That's not the power crush specifically. Something to keep in mind. This one, can I sidestep to the right, by the way? No. So this one's just like godly tracking. But we can mash it out, can't we? Yeah. Is this a combo? Is that some sort of like, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so let's duplicate our notes now. Let's duplicate our notes. If I can figure out how to do that. And take a second now to talk about this, like, Feng Backturn. Call this like Feng Backturn theory -2 at -2. Sidestep left block. Sidestep left block beats let me pull up I need something on the side so I can remember. It beats Backturn 1. Beats Backturn 1. Backturn 2. Not Backturn 1 plus, I think Backturn 3. Yeah, it beats Backturn 3, which is slow. Backturn 3. But it loses to, but then also we'll say loses to Backturn, or I guess, and even down back, right? Down back throws and down back cancel. Otherwise, forward 3 beats lows, Backturn 3, and that's pretty much it, right? So it's like you're really only using forward 3 to beat lows is the important bit. And then down 4 it beats down back cancel. And then let's do some math here on what else can we beat in this situation. Why is this so small? Can I make the text bigger? What if I do this? Will it get bigger? Okay. Yeah. Just bear with my formatting then. So now if we talk about down 4, we have a 12, 19. So down 4 beats everything except the throws and the ones, basically. So it's not the best, like, so because a down 4 will beat down back cancel, back turn 2, back turn 3, back turn 1+2, back turn like throws, and then loses to throws, basically. Lows, right? So that's kind of the game theory that I'm seeing here, right? Like if we use this example, like C beats that, beats that, beats this. So, but what are we losing to? The main thing that we're losing to here is if he chooses to let loose a throw, I believe, because the throw's pretty fast, right? And then similarly, 1. And this is scary because he can change. I'm pretty sure he changed this into a shoulder, right? So yeah. Yeah, specifically around 3-3 there's a low after this. They actually took out they made this jail so you can't option select and duck the high anymore. But this is specifically like if you know you're going into back turn, what are you gonna do, right? Now on hit, I think I am just 4-3ing half the time. Like if this is on block, I'm just gonna 4-3 check, right? So I'll put like at -13, like either I-13 punish or 4-3 is kind of where I'm at with this. You know, of course they can finish the string, but that's about it. So it seems sidestep left block's kind of where I want to be. Let's look at his back turn moves again. What else here did we kind of gloss over that's a different situation? Like, let's talk about 1-2-2, I guess. Because 1-2-2, I think, is where we get into... Like, the +5 makes it quite different. Being +5 in this situation makes me wonder, like, what's going to happen now? Like, if I do something like this, right? See, it hits me now. I can't go to the left. Wait. Well, yeah. Yeah, see? Yep. I have to go to the right. Interesting. So, but that makes sense because this kind of like from a game design perspective, this makes sense because it's his 10 frame punish, right? He's getting the 10 frame, he gets a back turn fix. That's kind of just how Feng works, right? Now, you can still play the 50-50, like you could do this, right? But like, okay, we could just like redo the mind games here, or we could just choose to block in this situation for now and just like, you know, until we live this specific situation out. He's weak to his left. That makes sense, given from what I've seen so far. I like the option select of going left, specifically when he's -2 in those transitions, but that's a little bit different. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't mind this. Let's go ahead and put these what do you call it? Like, not on the back burner for now, but let's like have these. Let's just do the 3-3 situation. We'll put this on recording now, and we'll go into some games. The reason we're going to be doing that is because and we're just going to practice picking options. There's no real like right or wrong answer here, but we're going to just be picking options, mostly going to the left, sometimes down forwarding, and sometimes we're just going to end up wrong, right? That's the kind of the beauty of this situation, is we're going to end up wrong because we're literally guessing against a computer. But the idea is that we're going to get used to seeing these moves. We're going to get used to seeing what's happening, and then we're going to hopefully react a little bit faster when we're in a real match. That's kind of the idea. So yeah, how's it going, Moyashi? Connection timed out, dang. Okay. How strange. We spent too long in practice mode, so they punished us by DCing us. That's too bad. If I lose these recordings, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be devastated. Hey, let's just do that. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds good, Gator. Are we friends already? Yes, I do want to go to search criteria. Are you sure you want to go to the menu? Let's see. All right. Okay. Alrighty. That would be a pretty interesting idea, Moyashi. Like player created like drills. What the hell, game? There we go. All right. Thank you. Nice. Cool. So we'll remember that Gator is patience. That would be pretty cool. Actually, they already have punishment training though, so really it's like it would just turn into like build your own punishment training, I guess. Like it's already like so much of it is already there at this point. It's just like really, really close, right? It's just really close to being there. I actually don't know if you got my request yet. Maybe I should leave. Nope, it's there. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let me know when you're ready, Gator. You're not even at home? Oh, okay, you meant sometime. That's really funny. In future tense. Got it. Future tense works. Future tense works. That works too. Alright. That's pretty funny. Well, cool. We're not going to do that today then, but we are going to, like I said before, hopefully I haven't purged all of my recordings here. That would suck. But it looks like it's not there. That's such a bummer. Alright, so what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to record a different set of moves, seeing as I have to do them all over again anyway. So I'm going to do some of his stuff that we've been practicing dealing with, and then go from there. So for example, if I do 3, 1 plus 2, not this, 3, 1 plus 2, like that. Then we'll do 1 plus 2, I think. This is a good one. Back 1 plus 2, shoulder's a pretty good one to look out for. Oops, that's not shoulder. And now we'll do something like, this is -5 actually, but we'll do something like this is the one that I kind of care about. So let's do 3-3. Something like that. And then we'll do, what's another good one? Down forward 4-3, I've still been working on. That's good to have. What was the other string that we cared about? 1-2-2, we're gonna practice launching it like this. And then 2-4-1. For this situation, we'll do 2-4-1-1 or something. But we're gonna be practicing, like, since we're not gonna be getting hit by these, we're gonna practice 4-3 in these situations. So something like that. And then finally, what's another good one? Not that. Could do that. Maybe just 1-3. No, 1-3 doesn't work well with 1-2-2. Then we'll just do maybe a throw. Maybe just throw so that we're on top of our game. No, we need to do snake edge. What's snake edge? Down back 4? Yeah. Because this gives us like kind of a good number of moves to deal with. So cool. All right, so we're gonna do these. We're gonna throw in matchmaking settings, and we're gonna jump into things. See, I just blocked here. Well, I was sidestepping. It counts. Oh, man. Nope, that's the 13. This is launch. That's the duck. Alright. But we'll just keep working at it. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I pulled my Wi-Fi card out. It's impossible. It's impossible this time. I'm definitely on wired. I learned my lesson. Okay, so Xiao Yu, while we play these games, we're gonna try and kind of establish what our role is. Notice how she's just constantly mashing? Oh shoot. This person is pressing so much. We need to remember, we need to remember to like just not play with like frame traps and with like as safe of options as we can that are just going to cover as many of her like ducking options as we can while not pressing too much into AOP, right? Jeez. Nice. But see, lots of ducking from them. So down 4-2s would be good. These 4-3s will be good. Not what I meant to do, but sure. I'm just gonna see what they do there. Go for a throw. She ducked. AOP's there. Do you notice? And does a throw here. Hey, Big Germ, good to see you. Oh my god, I'm dead. Lots of mashing and ducking is pretty standard stuff, though. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cool. I was trying to... I just had a feeling there was a low there. Alright, you got me. But this is fine. Like, their They're pressing really hard on us. We are getting, this is a good situation where it's like you're getting knowledge check, right? They're knowledge checking and they're kind of forcing you to pick the right option. And that's okay. Hey, welcome to the stream. Is that not a 1+2? Ooh, that beat me. So this fast kick, we have to go to the left, it seems. So we're kind of in a bad situation there because the wall was not in our favor. Oops. Okay, that's not good. It's not bad. You can beat it. Nice. I have no idea if this will work. It did not work. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. I actually thought she was going to press there. Is that unbreakable? She's used it twice, Moyashi. We have lost to it twice. I should have done the other one. Jeez. I don't know that string! Oh, that sucks. Oh wait, that should be a punish. That was supposed to be Incinerator. Alright, we're living. We're living. Oh my gosh, she went under my down 4-2-1. They got me. They got me. That's alright. I tried to use down 4-2-1 to keep out any option that she did, but she went for a second one, which is pretty good. That's all good. Thank you, Mello. Alright, that's not too bad. Ooh, getting new stuff, right? This is minus 13. It is a good wake-up option, though. You can hard call it out and launch them, but it is a pretty good wake-up option. Down 4 beats it, ironically. Nice. Good setup. Let's go for this throw. Notice how they're... One sec. I was gonna say, notice how they're using the down 2 to like take their turn back. So when we... So that's something to keep in mind, that 4-3 could be pretty good against this player. They did a jab there, okay. That's not bad. Oh wow, that's plus? Okay. Hey Rox, good to see you. Okay. sidestep there. That's plus, okay. Oh, the side switch! Dang it. Super welcome to the stream. That is just a really slow string. I didn't break it? It's 1+2, but I flanked it. That stuff. My stick super is a... Right now I'm playing on a Kwamba Dragon with a golden lever bat top on a square game. Alright. I do have a 1+2 bind, but I switched to it recently, and I learned to break throws without it, so I don't use the bind to break throws. Wow. This person's pretty good at disrespecting frames at the right spot. Like, whenever I try to go for something like a throw or something to keep them honest, they do like a low or like a high crush, or they do a orbital. So I really got to figure out how I'm going to beat that. It's really just going to have to be like a down 4-2 or something. Super, I do not know what the best one is. I tried the golden when it came out a long time ago. Wow, that's not what I meant to do, but we'll take it. Seriously, not like this. Oh, that's safe? That looked like it was -12 for sure. Okay. That side switch is diabolical. Oh my gosh, I'm blocking low and then I get side switch. That's so good. Nice. Okay, he doesn't respect our down 4-2 at all. Nice, that's good. You have to commit to that walk, huh? Okay, now we can just block. Nice. Well, that's pretty cool, Baki. What do you like the most? Yeah, if you hit an armor move, jeez, what do I do here? Good punish. No! Wow, we got him. But yeah, if you trade blows with it, so like he powers through a move, you can't punish it because of the pushback, I think. It's been a while since we played against a Clive, though. Okay. Let's do a down back 3 here. Feel pretty good about that. They're kind of respecting it now. A lot. So all of a sudden we can just kind of like use this to our advantage, right? We can also dash block. Oh wow, that whiffed. Oh, I tried to low parry, but it's a... Okay. I don't know how the side switch works, to be honest. I'm trying to do a few dash blocks in their face too to like catch their timings a little bit. Okay, so 4-3 won't catch him. If I snake edge, he's gonna block it. He can see snake edges. I'm convinced, and we don't need to try. Good block. Nice. Wow, that beats a jab? Oh man, I was +5, I was trying to check it. I'm so sad. Oh my god. I think they just knew. I think they just knew. That's my guess. They played like they knew what was going on, so... I don't remember at this point, Bakio. I know I'm probably on prioritizing response, to be honest, but it's been so long since I messed with the settings. Prominence. Which one's prominence? Trying to wake up my reactions here. What does it look like? Double sword string. It's -12 now? They nerfed it? I thought it was -8. They nerfed it? Oh, my bad. I'm playing release Clive then. That's really funny. Yeah, I didn't realize I knew it was broken, I didn't realize they fixed it. Or I forgot they fixed it, rather. That's so funny. Playing on release Clive.
Get ready for the next battle.
Shaheen. Okay, so against the Shaheen, we kind of want to, like, I think... I don't really want to play super close to him, but I think it's more important to, like, try and figure out what are they struggling in. Like, this person's playing very small Tekken, which is pretty common with Shaheen players. Oops. Nice stuff. Nice. Alright, let's go. Wow, his down 4-2 does that too? Alright. Notice how I'm like choosing if I'm gonna dash block in his face. Nice slow parry, holy shit. Very aware. They're pretty good. But notice how like, I'm trying to pick my options and keep them buried. Good punish. They don't want to duck at the wall, I could tell, so we're just going to start chipping their legs out, make them duck. Is his while standing 1 safe? This is crazy. Nice stuff. Oh, while standing 1 isn't his launcher, so I keep getting confused that he's trying to go for the launcher, but he's not. Oh, I thought I broke it. It's okay. Give some time here. Nice stuff. While standing 1 is like Bryan's while standing 3. Got it. Got it. Okay, so that's the mistake that I was, or the misunderstanding that I had. I thought it was like Raven or something, where he was going for a launch and failing each time. Okay, cool. Really try. Oh, you see, yeah, that was the counter hit. Okay, I see now. Notice how I'm using 1-2-4 as much as I can. Oh, okay, nice. Nice stuff. Speedballs, we were doing a bunch of Backturn labbing of Feng, so that's what we're doing in between our games now. And then for now, we're just practicing what we learned in between the Feng games, basically. They're pretty good. Nice stuff. Ooh, I like that. Wow, how did he get that? Good mid. Good mid. Peter, Tone. Any player that's good, I think Gator will probably do it. Nice power crush. Ooh, that beat out my jab. That's unfortunate. Wow, nice stuff. Well, I have access to Peter. I mean, does Germ dash block? I don't think he dash blocks. He didn't do it on me. Well, he did a little bit. He was trying a little bit. Yeah, maybe try Germ. Honestly, the real question is you find the person that's winning all your locals. And they probably know how to do it. Big Germ, he's typically in the chat. Oh, see, I did it too late. Oh, I need to 4-3 there. That's what it was. Just thank you so much for the follow. Notice how my reactions are pretty bad for all these because I've added a few more moves to it. That's wrong. I don't know how to say that, Smudgessy, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, we finally got one. There we go. Jeez, that's awkward. You do more when you're not fighting me? That's an interesting thing. I feel like it would work better against me than someone else. Well, I'm not a specialist skater, and I only know the ones who taught me. I will not coach. Do not give me money for that. You can give me money if you like me. You don't even need to do that. I have my own job, and I don't have time to coach. I think we've established I'm far from a master from all of these videos. I think it's more telling the other people who think I coach.
Get ready for the next battle.
I don't need a hundo anything. Is this a Bryan? Okay.
Round one.
Okay. Let's give him some space to begin with. Oh, they're just kind of testing us. Okay. Wow, that's not good. Okay. I learned it from... Wait, who are you talking to? Who are you asking who learned it from? That's not bad. Okay. I see how they're kind of playing this. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it was Peter, and Peter told it to me. Tone practiced it with me, but Peter uses it against me too. Oh, okay. Just go for this throw here. How do they know? They're doing a pretty good job of, like, fighting back. Nice orbital, jeez. Are they gonna go for it? No. Oh, okay. Wait, that's real? That's not... Oh, you know what? Well, I don't know. I thought that's not real. Okay. Maybe I learned something new. Good catch. Good catch. Alright. I thought he was going for taunt there, so I went for a while standing through and I got caught. Nice stuff. There was a VOD where I started learning it. It's called Dash Blocking Fundamentals. My favorite Souls game, the only one that I finished is Dark Souls 1. Does that count? Or if you want to be upset, I played a Jedi Survivor as well. Nice stuff. Well, then don't tell me there isn't one. Wait a minute, there's 4 of them! There's 4 of them. Literally 4 different dash blocking videos from last week. Wow, that's That was literally lag. I was trying to do down forward 2, it lagged and turned it into a string extension. That's so funny. Nice. Okay. Wait, that's not... Okay, nice stuff. That's why you do it, yeah. Oh, that's what I was doing. Nice. I would save the combo bit. Oh, nice. Wow, good read there too. Good mitts. Alright, they beat us. I probably should have locked in more. Alright.
Get ready for the next battle.
Trying to determine the placement for now. Okay, well, okay, let's... Seeing as we're kind of getting lost here, let's break it down. Like... I don't, Big Germ, I should. I just never learned to do it correctly. But anyway, let's... Arky the One, thank you so much for the follow. Let's talk through the reasons you would dash block, right? So, let's use a very, very simple example, right? Let's say, and this more valid for Bryan probably, but like valid for anyone. Let's say you're in a situation where you're playing against someone and you're doing, you know, back one and they're +4. You're +4, right? Or they do something and you're +4. You take your turn, right? You are plus. So if someone's always mashing or they're mashing a lot, use frame traps. Do this into a frame trap. Do this into a throw. Do this into something like that, right? If they start, better players, or like as you move further up, you'll start seeing players start sidestepping, and all of a sudden sidestepping stops working. This is partially just rehashing why Bryan's back one is not that great of a pressure tool, but they start sidestepping. So maybe you start doing down fours or something like that. Or you start, you know, using bigger moves to try and get through them, right? Like, you try and do something to beat this. Eventually, though, you get against an opponent that no matter what you do, they just kind of like play that 50-50 blocking game. And now, as Bryan, the most you can get is if you guess right. If you guess right on the low, then you get a hatchet, right? And then if you guess right on the mid, you'll get like this, right? Or at best, something like this, or if you're like really ballsy, you can start turning it into an orbital mix. But the point being is that you can't get a whole lot out of an opponent that's just going to sit here, respect your frames, and block, right? And on top of that, you're opening yourself a lot, because if you're, for example, using your down fours, they can low parry you, and they can get a much bigger combo out of that, especially once we add heat to the mix. So, how do we take this +4 situation and translate it against someone who's blocking into a bigger reward? That's why we're dash blocking. The reason you're doing this is that your opponent can't sit here and hold block for the entire game. They literally can't. They can't just sit here and do this and try to 50-50 guess the whole game. Eventually, they're going to press. The whole point of dash blocking is you're trying to more safely coax out the button so that they will press. And I think that it's daunting against a high-level player, because a really high-level player knows that this is what's happening. So because of that, the layers get really deep. But against a player that's, say, just starting to like, oh, I'm just going to block, see what they do, and then take my turn, right? Like, oh, in the case of like Feng or something, or even a Mishima or something, it's like, oh, okay, I do back one and a block. And they're like, oh, nothing happened, I'll hell sweep you, right? Nothing happened, I'm going to do it down by 3, from the Feng's perspective, right? In that situation now, a single dash block into 4-3, right? Notice I'm still learning this. What this does is instead of doing this into 4-3, we've added some frames. If we sit here and actually do the math here, right, you'll see that, like, if you read, like, from, like, after the 39, there's, like, about, you know, 15 to 20 frames of delay before my 4-3 comes out. And because of that, maybe your opponent starts pressing at that time, and because of that, the 4-3 can counter hit them. That's the idea of dash blocking in a nutshell, is just you just do a single one of these and see if they'll do anything. Or you can even do this into a hatchet because you think they're afraid still, and so you're just slowing the hatchet down. The hatchet could also counter hit them, right? That's kind of the idea. The reason we do a bunch of these is someone's like, I'm not phased, I'm just gonna sit here. Everyone cracks at a certain time, so when you're doing this, you do this with intention. You're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if they hit you on 6, next time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The idea is that you're doing this to manually time out how many dash blocks are you doing before they press something, and using that to get a feel for, like, what is this player's tendencies for eventually pressing a button, because no one will never press, because you have to press a button to win the game, right? Ultimately, you have to press a button to win the game. So that's kind of the idea, right? So I thought I explained that in a video. Maybe I didn't explain it well. Maybe I didn't explain it well, and that's why there's a confusion here. Yeah, I'm glad we've cleared it up then. Jeez, I'm having so much trouble reacting these cleanly. But it's because I added a lot of new stuff to it. At least I can do that. There we go, Shin. Yeah, exactly. Good to see you, man. Oh, I thought I ducked. I ducked! I did not duck. That's 13. Slow. There we go. It's slow. We'll just do this then. That needs to be 4-3 there. Okay. Nice. Oh, I didn't turn on my matchmaking. Wow, I've just been sitting here. Sorry, y'all. Brain fart. I was like, where's the matches? Wow. That came out of, like, my soul without me thinking about it. Alright, let's try and lock in for a game. Let's see if we can't play well. I know we've been on we haven't played in almost over a week, so over 2 weeks nearly, but we should be able to lock in on this. So we have a Bryan. Bryan's a very fluid mirror situation. Let's try and play that spacing game first, right? We want to kind of discourage him from doing Okay, notice how they down 4 after ours. That's interesting. Stepping a lot here. A lot of stepping here. So we'll try and shut down a little bit. Wow, wake up Snake Edge? Jeez. Okay. Notice how this person's playing relatively chill from that very first game, right? Now they're pressing though. That's kind of interesting to keep in mind. They sidestepped there. You see that? I went 1, 2, 3, and they sidestepped. 1, 2, 3. punish. I'm just going for this. To kind of like get a advantageous oaking situation. So here's actually, wow, we actually got someone that's actually like playing kind of slow. Okay, that's lucky. We got a little bit bailed out. 1, 2. 1, 2. They sidestep into jet upper. You see that? Oops. Nice. 3 plus 4. But now that we do 2, they're doing the sidestep on the 2. Good stuff. One. Notice how now I stop dash blocking because they're looking for those dash blocks. They're counting. So now I just switch to immediate timing and we just take them out. See what I mean? Like, dash blocking is not like the only way to play because otherwise you've lost the whole point of it. You need to also play immediate timings. It needs to be mixed. Okay. Good stuff. Notice how they're not respecting this 1+2. Just do 2 of these and let them do their thing. Okay. Now they're not blocking. Hey, Creole, good to see you. Didn't get it, that's fine. Good look, right? Nice. Hey, good stuff, Creole. It's good to go to your locals. Oh, notice that they're pressing a lot faster now. Oh, I tried to do something dumb there. That's not the combo. This is. Whoever told me that combo, thank you. That improved my damage on that so much.
Get ready for the next battle.
Really, Shen? That'll be pretty cool. Wait, TXS, that's Tekken versus Street Fighter? Yeah, definitely just like get over your anxiety and go is like the best mentality to have with that type of stuff. I made it a point to go to more of my locals. I'm just in the middle of like life, so it's kind of making it hard for me to make my way out. Oh, Texas Showdown! Gotcha. Of course, that makes more sense. Okay. Nice. I don't know what's happening much. I don't know my options here. It's okay. Nice. One thing I've noticed is like, notice how this player, they're so aggressive. Then as soon as they get hit, they block. Or even back up. This is a good time to actually dash block. Even though they're so aggressive, there is a point where they will not press. Okay. That should be a launch for me. Bad on me. Notice how like sometimes I don't follow up my hatches because they're just not pressing on the hatches, right? Wow, that was lucky. Dash, 4-3. Well, that was scary. Nice. What a good string. It's good to know about the full crouch, about the down 4. I don't think I'm going to be able to handle that in the middle of the game, but the thing is we can just play neutral against them, right? Okay. Notice, see, like a little bit of a delay there. And we just are just full on using timing and offense to take control of the situation, and knowing that we're going to get just blown up if they get a chance to do any stuff to us. I'm going to go for down 3-4 too. Yep. Solar Erasure on is -1 or -2 on block. Unless you're... I think that's the 3+4 extension, right? Okay. Oh, nice. See, we're getting eddied because I don't know what's happening here. And that's alright. Just get him to this wall here a little bit. And we're just using that timing mix where we're basically like mixing in a dash block here, a dash block there, and it makes it really hard for them to defend against us because they don't know if we're going to press or if we're going to dash or if we're going to block, right? Yeah, if it's plus after charge, I have no idea because it's so much pushback, I just didn't think it was relevant. We can check. Let's find out. Let's find out together. +9 for us. Wait. Yeah, +9, yeah. I was like, why did he block it? Because it's a, yeah. Okay. Can't do anything because of the push, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. It pushes them towards the wall. You have to remember that Bryan wants you at the wall, so if it pushes you towards the wall, it's already doing some of his game plan. Gator, that's pretty funny that that was the setup. I got you the Fujin, though. So we have this Jin. We should be looking for these down 2 situations. Notice that they are pressing instead of blocking. Oops, nice. This is good. I'm gonna do a hatchet and see what they do. They sidestepped. Okay. Okay. Oh no! What happened there? Oh no! Just go for this throw, it's fine. Alright, they're always finishing it, and they're not delaying it. So that's something to keep in mind, right? Like, there's not actually anything crazy going on there. I would guess that we can get a 4-3 afterwards. Notice how they're just kind of running in. 1, 2, 3. Oops, that was 4-3, but it would have worked. You see that? 1, 2, 3. So good, right? Oh, I didn't know what my option was there. That's fine. Just gonna... Ooh, nice. Whew, scary. Tekken is scripted, pretty much. How do you learn to dash dance properly? Get good at playing frame tight and playing your, get really good at playing the mid-low 50-50 and really good at playing your frame traps properly so that you can keep your momentum as long as you can. And then, once people respect it, dash dance to get something out of it. That was so dumb. Good, good. That was really good. That's probably a launch, isn't it? Aha! We got him! Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is kind of like saying, how do I taunt Jet Upper? It's like, well, you need them to stop pressing on you, and then you can taunt Jet Upper. He's finishing it. I don't know why I'm letting myself get mixed. I'm just gonna do this. Get some space here. That's really good. Oh no! Oh no! 1, 2, 4. Remember how I said he never delays and it's probably like -8 or something? Yeah. That's fine. Wow. Bit of a scramble there, but we got it. -16? Wait, what? That string is not -16. You are not telling me that string is -16. 1, 2, 3. We're talking about something else, aren't we?
Get ready for the next battle.
And good to see you, Dr. Pepper. Oh, Samsara. Okay, okay. Wait, which one's Samsara? His, it's not jump, is it? Like the swing back jump? This is definitely my lever. Giant launcher from stance. Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'll work on it eventually. Yeah, it's very loud. Specifically on layer 1 side, I guess. Going this way, you hear a little squeak, yeah. Do I need to oil my lever? Is that a thing? That's right, I need more Doritos. It's literally all hard in this room, whereas the old house was like an literally old house, like a 30-year-old house with a bunch of carpet and couches and stuff. And so it just absorbed all of the sound. I need to figure out eventually, once I finish my move, like I'm still getting like fully like vacated and, you know, ready to check out, turn in keys to the old house. But once I have more time to like kind of play with this space, I might look into some sort of like noise canceling pads or something, you know. Not to mention the house hasn't settled yet at all. This house is brand new. Exactly, like I could just use some kind of like foam or something to like tweak the acoustics to make it something better. We're definitely just in an echo chamber right now. Hey Toshi, good to see you. Drink carriers? Where are you putting your drink carriers, Creel? Just putting them on the wall? I actually have a bunch of those, that'd be pretty funny. Absolutely, Shin. My stress level's like really high right now. I started streaming this month, like got back to streaming this month, but I'm very stressed. And I think it's probably showing through my play a little bit. Some days, it's like all I want to do is play Tekken and it's like de-stress, and other days it's just like all I'm thinking about is like house stuff. Stapled them to the wall? You're wild. That is wild. Tekken Invitational housewarming. That would be a good idea. Oh, we can't do this one. Minus 12. Duck. Minus 13. 4-3, we were slow. Minus 12. Wrong input, but good. Minus 13. Oops, that's 2-3. We're working on it. Yeah, Shin, the home buying process was wild. Mainly because it was just like, I can't find what I want. That was the part that was like really stressing me out. We couldn't find what we wanted. Oh, I see. So you're the opposite. You're waiting to move in. No, I don't blame you, Creel. Whatever works for you. The reason I'm kind of reacting the way that I am is actually that I have a weirdly high surplus of foam drink holders because some of my in-laws, when they got married, their like marriage product was a bunch of foam drink holders, and because of that, we ended up with so many foam drink holders after the wedding, and I don't know what to do with them. So it's almost like, I could spray paint them black and put them all over the walls. I'm laughing as the gears turn. What did you use to paint them? Like any kind of spray paint base, basically? Oh, mine are even worse than that. They're maroon with a bunch of like lettering on it. I'm going to enamel based. Okay. Let me restart the matchmaking just in case that'll help. That needs to be 4-3. Like this. Oops. That should be 4-3. At least we got that one, but the other string I see so rarely. Alright, there we go. Yeah, they look good matte. I'd probably go for the matte because I have a ring light here. I don't want it like having a bunch of little white spots on it. But yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, last game, we got a Clive. This is a good time to like practice our I don't know what's happening. Look at that. It already worked. I did a single dash block and we got a 4-3. That's kind of crazy. Just check him with down 4. Do another. Cool. That's kind of cool. Oops. That was supposed to be a jab. Notice how like these delays seem to work for them, right? If we delay our down for 1, they get caught by it. I bet if we delayed our down for 2, it would work. If we do a dash block, it would work. That only didn't work because they sliced it. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm just blocking. Oh, I thought I broke it. Dang it. Maybe that was a command throw. Clive the walking cutscene. Bryan's down 4 looks like harassment. I mean, it kind of is. Wait, that's minus 14, someone told me. Someone told me that's minus 14. Get him with that plus frame. Good orbital, jeez. Just giving myself some space here. Oh, nice throw. Should have gone for the low pair. I didn't think he would. So now we know. You know Tone learned from the same teacher, so it makes sense. Nice. Let you do your thing. Just go for this. Wow, it worked. Down back 3 and down 4 are Bryan's best tools. Peter said it first, Tone learned it first from him, and now I'm the one that's struggling to learn it myself. It's so good. I think some players know, but not every other. Players that don't have minus 13 launchers don't try as hard on their punishes. Nice. Okay. I tried something tricky there. I did 1-2 and a back one because I thought maybe I can catch him with that like delay. Oh, I did the down back 3. Nice stuff. Good adaptation from them. Oh, I thought I sidestepped that. Too bad. Okay. They're kind of going for the basic, like, dash in and do something. Okay. People always mash after that. I don't know why. Maybe they don't respect the frames or something, but there's this weird, like, kind of hive mindset of that. Oh, that's so good. Jeez. Nice. Okay, I went for the duck there. Ooh, okay. Oh, am I dead? Another low. Wow, good block. Good block. Holy crap. Okay, that's not good. We got game stopped. Shouldn't be ducking after that as much, especially against them. Just stay on the ground. I don't really want to get mixed here. Oh no. Oh, does this work? Not as I thought it would, but okay, we got him. I thought I was gonna float him and we'd win. Okay. Nice. But you can see that we're not really like worrying too much about the character matchup. We're just kind of like using our lows, using our mids, and then sometimes we'll dash in and like delay things because that will work too. So I think that's the idea. It's like you just kind of like, you're looking for those counter hits and you're really just pushing on the situations you know, your offense, and going from there. And then what we're doing from the long game is we're just learning character matchups so we know what game they're playing against us. Oh, he's not in the air technically, but it low crushes? I don't know. I'm not bothered either way. Just dash and block, bro. Exactly. Just dash and block. It's so good. But anyway, I have to go finish up my move today. I have some more, mainly furniture donations and stuff to do today, so still a bit of moving. But with that being said, let's wrap things up. If you're coming from YouTube, be sure and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us grow. We really love seeing the new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTiban. That's VonTiban. We stream Bryan Tekken Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. So come check us out there. And our variety stream where I'm trying to tackle my character matchups, just like this Feng video was supposed to be on variety stream, is Thursday evenings, 8:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. Central Time. All of this is in your description down below if you didn't catch it, as well as a link to our Discord if you'd like to join our community, as well as stay up to date on the announcements for the stream whenever we have schedule changes and anything else that might be going on in my life. So that being said, y'all, thanks so much as always. I hope your dash blocking works. Keep in mind that you got to get good at low mid, frame traps, taking your turn back, stuff like that. Get really solid at that stuff so that they're actually afraid and are blocking before the dash blocks start to work. So that being said though, have a good one. See you in the next video.